Up YouTube, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a great time. As you can tell, the microphone has been switched, so if you're not used to the beautiful booming sound of my voice, then this video might be a little triggering for you. If it is, or if it isn't, hit that like button, hit the subscribe. Come on, we're growing every day. I heard I was in the algorithm. Yo, I gotta do something for somebody that commented, yo. Like, I can't wait for him. We gotta talk about a comment I got on YouTube. It was, you had the whole club crying, bro. You had the whole club. But anyway, the title of this video is definitely Biden is insane for this policy. Title 42. All right. So I was perusing. You know how I do. I be perusing the internets. And the GOP leader, Kevin McCarthy, said, "Where is the borders are? Vice President Kamala Harris." See, yo, oh my God. And it's when you have to repeat Republicans so much when they mispronounce a name that you start to slip into it yourself. I always think in my head, it rhymes with Mamalug.
West side of the Rio Grande.
Whoa, way too dank. Way too dank.
How about a message from our vice president? Where is she? She was supposed to be in charge of all of these migration issues.
Horrible conditions, and Border Patrol right now still doesn't have the manpower.
Yeah, the right can't meme. The right cannot meme, bro. First, okay. You know what's crazy about this is that I feel like if I wanted to say it out loud, I would say this is a well put together ad. That's a well put together ad. Straight to the point.
That is the U.S. side of the Rio Grande. That is a mass of several hundred.
How about a message from our vice?
You hear that music in the background? Dun, dun, dun. Why is it so? I feel like Joker origin stories. Dun, dun, dun. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so. I love the fact that I do not watch these things until I make these segments, until I'm streaming. That's why you need to be here, because these reactions are genuine. It's oh my god, yo. I told you, if I was a Republican, I would tear it up. It's so easy for me to pull on people's heartstrings for the wrong thing. Like, if I could do it for the right things, like I've been doing my whole career, imagine if I got into the evil side, bro. If you've ever seen any of my work, imagine me doing anything, any of my poems. They would become war cries for the alt-right and shit. Oh my God. That's why I don't like them, because it's like, y'all are dumb enough that I feel like I could take over your whole shit, just like your whole thing. Revamp that. I could make it clean. You want to win? Republicans want to win? I need all the money so I could give it back to people. I could give it back to impoverished communities. Give me all the money. I'll trick them into funding what we need funded. And just give it. And then when they got no money left. Anyway, all right. So the point of this is supposed to be about Biden. While that ad is very dumb and very, very, very Dark Knight Returns, I will have to say that understanding what we're doing to expel migrants, the things that I'm seeing with Border Patrol, the whips, the pictures or whatever, I'm not one to get swept up in it, because it's like, at the end of the day, I know that horrors exist for those people trying to make it into the country, and I could just speak on like different immigration practices that we could have. Why don't we have the manpower? Because we we give people $80,000 to sit at a desk and like not speak Spanish and then try to translate and have all this stuff go. Like, the process for immigration, I feel like, especially this type of immigration, is just not streamlined. Then again, nothing is for poor people, so that shouldn't even be a thing that I think about as it could be. But the fact that we're doing it, I understand that there's like a surge. Like, that's a number, whoa, everybody slow the fuck down. I get that. But we can't meet their needs during their country's instability because we refuse to even think about their needs in the first place. Oh, the Democrats just want to do it for better voters. It's like, the life is hard enough as is. Why do they want to come to America? If it's so bad here, why do they all rush to come here? Because it's even worse where they're at. And the compromise that you're making is saying as long as it's worse over there, then they should feel glad to be here. But here is also a threatening place. The conditions are lowering. They're getting better for people who have generational wealth. They're getting better for people who have investments and things that they didn't even know of that they got through birth. When a family member dies and leaves you their estate, and their estate is worth like $16 million, like that's a thing. You think these rich kids are spending it at the local mom and pop stores? Who get the money when Lamborghini make a car? Who get the money when a Toyota get made? You don't even know where that money goes. So when it comes to this situation, I feel like we look at it, and I don't like Biden's approach to this. I don't like the US's approach to this. Democrats are in power, they could change it, they don't. I don't like that. That makes me sullied. That makes me sad. Because it's not like what I do is cap for the Democrats. But what I will do is say, damn, y'all was ramping it up, y'all was getting there, and then you got in power and you was just like, nah. We'll give them a little bit. Because you're afraid to push, because if you push for all these new policies, all of you might not get reelected. The pushback might be too far, and you want to sustain the power to get it over the long term. Then let people know that. Mask off, bro. We're about to watch somebody who goes mask off for the wrong thing. Mask off for this. I know y'all want a $15 minimum wage. I'm going to be honest to you right now. I don't think the House or the Senate will pass it. It's too gridlocked. I know we make promises and we say we're going to do this, da. I want you to watch the vote. Everybody watch that vote. All eyes on the streaming of the Senate vote for this bill. All right, you saw who voted yes, you saw who voted no. Now you know who's in the camp. Oh, Republicans, you like those things that some of the Democrats are? All right, look at your senators not voting for it. That's you. That's you now. So it's like, you're not giving me nothing to work with, which is making me think you're doing it on purpose, intentionally. And if that's what's happening, if we're just doing it because, that's the response that we have to give with the tools given that we have, like, why do we have those tools? Why do we have those tools? Why don't we work out a treaty with Mexico? Like, we'll spread the barrier between Mexico and Texas. We'll spread the barrier. Instead of building a wall, we'll build a funnel camp where there can be social workers, beds, food, a whole network. Employ people for that. Then you can employ people, they paying taxes on their employment while people are getting help. And you don't even have to worry about the system working, because as long as people are getting through the thing, boom, you got it. 5 days, every day you move up a bed. If you want to go that situational with it, if you want to make something up. 5th day, boom, you in. Streamline the process. And this is what so this is going to go off topic because you remember that thing that people were saying about ID 2020 and like how the vaccine was the mark of the beast and they were going to be tracking you with the chips or whatever. It's like all your files are in IDPOL. Like all your files are with a registry. Like there's somewhere, some way that you were documented as born. Like somewhere down the road, you got a piece of paper or somebody saw your face and recognized the name attached to it. Like you there. So if we want to streamline these processes, maybe we need some form of registry for human beings. Oh, I could just pull up your criminal record. Oh, it'll automatically tell me if you're clear, how many points you have left, what would you need to serve, what would you need to do. And if we deem you too dangerous a risk, you go to day 3 and then you get sent home. Oh, but people will abuse it. They'll just try to go through the system for a hot bed or a hot meal. It's like, then don't you think we need to like serve? You see what I mean? Like every time you think of abusing something for poor people, it's just poor people getting something like that you feel they didn't work for. That's really your argument. But anyway, yeah, Biden, not cool. Not this situation. Like, I get it's out of control on their side and therefore spinning out of control on our side. But the humane side of it is the way you're using the rulings from the CDC entitled, like, just to be able to pull all of this off. I don't see no humanity, no compassion. I see Kamala, like, I see her talking, I hear her preaching, but I don't, when it comes time for the things that we need, I don't see that happening. And that's making me a little, I ain't saying I'm voting Republicans in here. Thank you. I appreciate it. I ain't saying I'm voting Republican. But what I am saying is, like, we need help on that.